The Doomsday Bullies Report. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and unbeaten in the pursuit of truth. Hey there, fellow Cowboys fans. Welcome to the very first episode of the Doomsday Bullies Report, where we serve the unvarnished truth about America's team. What sets us apart from the endless noise surrounding this $10 billion franchise? Simple. We're here for straight-up, no-nonsense, objective analysis. No sugarcoating, no fluff, and definitely no pandering. If you're tired of hearing the same tired narratives and want the truth about what's really going on with the Dallas Cowboys, you've come to the right place. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and settle in. Because today we're diving deep into the man behind the curtain, Jerry Jones, the puppet master of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, before we get too far in, let me make one thing clear. The Doomsday Bullies Report is not here to bash Jerry Jones or anyone else in the organization. Our goal is to stay true to our motto, no matter where it takes us. If that means giving credit where it is due, we'll do that. But if it means calling out the hard truths, well, we're not going to shy away from that either. So if you're looking for an honest take on the Cowboys, you're in the right place. And trust me, we've got plenty to cover. Let's start with the man of the hour, Jerry Jones. The man, the myth, the legend. Or should I say, the Kaiser Sose of the NFL. You know, the mysterious, all-powerful figure who somehow manages to stay in control no matter what. Jerry is always there, just a click away, reminding you who's really running the show. His genius, it's not in building winning football teams. No, that's just a side gig. Jerry's real talent lies in manipulating the media, bending public perception to his will. We, the fans and players of the Cowboys, are merely pawns in his grand game, like extras in a twisted episode of The Twilight Zone. Think about it. How many times have we seen Jerry Jones dominate the headlines regardless of whether the Cowboys are winning or losing? It's like the guy has a sixth sense for staying in the spotlight. And let's be honest, he's good at it. But while Jerry is busy hogging the limelight, the rest of us are left wondering, what about the football? What about the team? What about the fans who live and breathe for the Dallas Cowboys? Now, I've got to take a moment for the younger fans, those of you under 40. I feel for you. You've never experienced the Cowboys in their full postseason glory. Once upon a time, winning was as regular as Jerry's appearances on ESPN. Playoffs, we didn't just hope, we expected. Super Bowls, practically our birthright. The Cowboys were the team everyone else feared, the standard by which all others were measured. But after 2 decades of postseason drought, the wheels finally fell off. Enter Jerry, promising to save the day. Or so we thought. Let's rewind to the infamous moment when Jerry fired the legendary Tom Landry. It was as shocking as finding out Santa isn't real. Landry was the face of the Cowboys, a stoic, brilliant coach who had guided the team for nearly 3 decades. And then in one swift move, he was out. But instead of losing hope, in comes Jimmy Johnson, the coaching savant and Jerry's old buddy, who built a college football dynasty in Miami that could possibly beat some NFL teams, like the Cowboys at the time. It was a match made in heaven, or so we thought. What followed was nothing short of miraculous. A dynasty was born. The Cowboys went from being a laughingstock to the most feared team in the NFL. They dominated the 90s, winning 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. It was a golden era, a time when being a Cowboys fan meant expecting greatness. But here's the kicker. It was too successful for Jerry's liking. Why, you ask? Because it stole the spotlight from the one person Jerry loves the most, himself. You see, Jerry wasn't content with just winning. He wanted to be seen winning. He wanted the credit, the glory, the spotlight. And while Jimmy Johnson was leading the Cowboys to victory after victory, Jerry was sitting in the shadows waiting for his moment to shine. And when that moment came, when he could take the reins and prove that he was the reason for the Cowboys' success, he didn't hesitate. Firing Jimmy wasn't a strategic move. It was pure, unadulterated ego. It was Jerry saying, "This is my team and I am the one who's going to lead it to glory." And no, it's not because Jerry doesn't know how to win. After all, he turned a $140 million investment into a $10 billion empire. That's no small feat. But here's the dirty little secret. Jerry's true goal isn't Super Bowl trophies. It's keeping the Cowboys at the top of the headlines, win or lose. It's about being the most talked about team in the NFL, about being relevant no matter what. Remember when Jerry said he'd write a blank check to win another Super Bowl? That was 30 years ago, folks. Since then, his actions tell a different story, a story of profit over glory. Jerry recognized that the Cowboys had not one, but 2 fan bases. The diehard fans, bless your hearts, who yearn for the good old days, and the haters, who are just as invested in watching the Cowboys fail. And guess what? The haters are just as profitable, if not more. Think about it. How many teams can lose year after year and still be the talk of the town? The Cowboys are like the Kardashians of the NFL. Whether you love them or hate them, you can't stop watching. And that's exactly how Jerry wants it. He's turned the Cowboys into a cash cow, a brand that thrives on controversy, drama, and just enough success to keep everyone hooked. It's a masterclass in brand management, folks. The Cowboys are a money-making machine, and Jerry is the one pulling the strings. Let's talk about the so-called championship formula. It's simple. Really, a solid GM, a great coach, and trenches built to last. Jerry's done it before. He could do it again. But why bother? Why share the spotlight when you can hog it all? Firing Jimmy wasn't just a mistake. It was a statement. Jerry is the star of the show. So what's Jerry's end game? It's certainly not another Lombardi trophy. Nope. Jerry's playing a different game entirely. A game where the Cowboys are always relevant, always talked about, always on prime time, even if they haven't sniffed a Super Bowl in decades. It's a master class in brand management, folks. The Cowboys are a cash cow, not a football team, and Jerry is milking it for all it's worth. But just don't take my word for it. Look at the facts. The Cowboys are the only team that can lose year after year and still dominate the headlines. It's like watching a soap opera, and Jerry is the mastermind pulling the strings. So where does that leave us, the fans? Well, trapped in a never-ending cycle of hope and heartbreak. We keep coming back season after season, believing that this year will be different, that this year the Cowboys will finally return to their former glory. But the truth is, as long as Jerry is in control, the game is rigged. The Cowboys are built for relevance, not for championships. And as much as it hurts to admit that, it's a reality we need to face. So tune in next time as we dive deeper into how Jerry has been running this long con for over 30 years. Spoiler alert, it's not about the football, it's about the fame. And if you want to keep getting the real story, hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video with every Cowboys fan you know. The truth deserves to be heard. Until then, keep your eyes sharp and your expectations realistic. This is the Doomsday Bullies Report, where we tell it like it is. How about them Cowboys? You understand?